Aloha, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the podcast. My name is Marissa Indigo, and it brings me so much joy and pleasure to receive you today. We are going to be diving into the weekly quantum plasma report. This is for the week of Monday, January 20th through Monday, January 27th. Welcome to Aquarius season, everyone. Officially, the sun entered the beautiful cosmic, humanitarian, future-oriented, galactic zodiac sign of Aquarius on Sunday, January 19th. We have 30 days of this magical constellation in our sphere supporting us with our soul's evolution. So this week we're going to have a significant portion of the broadcast talking about star talk, some really amazing planetary configurations and cosmic events happening to assist us on our ascension journey. We're going to be talking about different themes and energies and perhaps some bodily sensations you could be experiencing, as well as some support with navigation in this entirely new frequency, which is quite wild and wonderful, oftentimes very weird, in which we find ourselves. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Marissa Indigo. I am the founder and head creatrix or mystic at Divine DNA Blueprint Mystery School. We are here to support you through the various stages of your awakening journey, exiting the matrix, your ascension process, supporting and nourishing your mastery. As a master here, as a light being here, as a galactic, as an earth angel, as a light worker, as a star walker, we are here in this incredible journey of the evolution of consciousness together, and it is so special to be here together. So welcome, and let's jump in. So as I said, welcome to Aquarius season. This is going to be centered around humanitarian, power to the people, a lot of different dynamic shifts that we are seeing. We're seeing a lot of structural shifts on a global scale right now, right? If you just look at the human world and the political sphere, it's popping. There's a lot going on. People are coming into their power more and more than ever before. We're seeing all kinds of very interesting shifts happening with major social media companies, right? TikTok went dark for 17 hours and then it came back. A lot of very interesting symbolism with the 17 there. Very, very interesting. We are going to talk about some numerology today. A big part of this week on Tuesday, Pluto, the planet of evolution, of our soul, of transformation, that phoenix energy, the tower moments. If you're familiar with tarot, those tower moments where we're going through a crisis and there's a whole upheaval and then a rebirth of self, even more shiny and even more powerful than ever before. Pluto rules the subconscious. Pluto is meeting the sun in Aquarius on Tuesday, January 21st. This is a very powerful alignment. When we talk about the themes and the energetic signatures of the constellation of Aquarius, it's very future oriented. It's very cosmic and galactic, divine genius, innovative solutions. We talk about humanitarianism and very much a power to the people pole shift. So for yourself, when we look at the sun as emblematic of our soul's consciousness, our own unique soul's wisdom, the soul embodiment process is going to become a major focus for all of us in various and unique ways, but it's all about our soul embodiment process. That's one of the main focuses on this channel. So you could be experiencing and perhaps have been experiencing massive cycles again of what appears to be a crisis, which is allowing for you to have a death and rebirth phase, a lot of transformations, ego deaths. This is all part of the soul embodiment process to support us to strip away more of the old self. So this alignment of Pluto in the sun in the sign of Aquarius on Tuesday, this is one of the most pivotal opportunities for us to start to really feel into the new energetic dynamic and what is presenting in your reality. What are you observing? What's going on inside of you? What are you witnessing? It's time to let go, bring in something new, and a lot of phases of unknown as well. So a great deal of surrender and release, that which just doesn't resonate anymore, that which isn't aligned with your highest, most divine and magical, pure soul expression. We are getting stripped to the core essence. So this is our first opportunity to really get a feel for this Pluto and Aquarius energy. We have been consistently clearing out the old matrix within our body and the frameworks of our mentality, which creates our reality, right? So this is a total demolition of the inner architecture of the old paradigm, which was the Pluto and Capricorn era. That was 2008 to 2024. So we are officially now really starting to come into this new energetic of what the next 20 years are going to look like and feel like and how we are going to navigate them. So when we talk about the demolition demolition of these old structures, these old archaic, patriarchal, controlling, where we have inhibitions, where we gave our power away to external authority. That is where the wrecking ball is coming. So anywhere within that we had rules that are outdated, belief systems that are outdated, where we held ourselves back, where we gave our power away to anything outside of ourselves, anything other than divinity itself, that is what is up right now for complete reevaluation. This is stripping us again to our core essence. This is the opportunity for us to take our power back, start to get a feel for this new energy, and start to realize, wow, I still perhaps am holding beliefs in place of that this has to be hard, that I have to work myself to death, that I have to compromise myself, that I have to act like a slave in order to make it in this reality. So these are all the pieces that are coming up and out of the root chakras. Massive clearing. There is the opportunity for us to start to see how we created our old reality from the old mentality. And so we are being given the opportunity to see through the deception, right? And all of the old structures and say, no more of that. I actually received a beautiful downloaded activation for you all that I published live on the channel last week called Shifting Realms. So this entire new paradigm that we are in is all about your power restored that you connect with and gift yourself through your belief system, right? Through your emotions, through your self-loving practice, through the beautiful divine energy that you are, that is your soul's magnetic God source light force. You have all the power to shift your world, to shift your reality from within. So when we shift inside and we choose love, and we choose integrity, and we choose the new earth, heart-centered, divine, high integrity, high respect and honor codes inside of us, and we take action from that place, that's how we shift worlds. That activation is up for you to support you through this process. So it's all about pattern disrupt and going from the me consciousness to the we consciousness. That being said, when we talk about soul and the shift within and giving our power away to old stories or how we used to behave, right? So the behaviors and the patterns you want to really observe, all of these old, outdated, kind of automatic, autopilot ways of being and functioning, different things we were engaging in or investing our energy into, perhaps our love and our money into, relationships, right? So this week it's all about soul contracts. And it's going to continue to be all about soul contracts until we are done. When we talk about the demolition process, this is where we are taking our power back from everything of the old paradigm. And so you may have a lot of things up right now for evaluation, for a complete reassessment. Is this in divine alignment now? Is this highest aligned? Was this created when I was unconscious? And now I have a greater awareness. I have more self-love, more belief in my power and my abilities and my capabilities. And is it aligned anymore? This can be true of relationships, household situations, where you live, work that you are doing, you name it. All about updating the soul contract, bringing everything under review again from this higher perspective or higher consciousness. And we want to reassess. Is it still aligned to continue? Do we need to come back to the drawing board and reformulate a new plan, a new strategy that is holistic, that is taking everyone and everything holographic now into account? So you're going to start to see, like, when something was created out of fear or out of lack or dependability, all these different things of how we used to live and how everything came into be, how we created our life. That's all up for a review. Much will be revealed. So this is a huge, huge time of letting go, asking and being open to being shown. If you are told or you're feeling like, okay, I have to shift this, or I cannot shift this, I have to let go entirely, that shifting realms activation will support you with how to connect with your divine inner power as your higher self, to shift within, to then shift the energy inside of yourself, to then open and unlock the opportunities. You have to open the portals yourself and open up to the new possibilities, call them forth. You also have to be open to what comes forth and make sure that when you're navigating, when you're asking, when you're opening up, when you're looking at everything that's coming forth and you're talking about dissolving timelines, opening new ones, make sure that you're not allowing allowing the ego to call the shots. The ego may not like the certain opportunities that are coming in. So you got to take everything now under advisement, be really honest, raw, and real with yourself, and allow your divine architect, your divine director, to be the one that's driving the vehicle now, right? Very, very important. So we have quite a few materials on this channel gifted to support you through the soul contract update process. We also call this quantum soul retrieval. If you are looking for more support, we have the Recode Reality. It's a wonderful, powerful burn ritual where you are guided at how to look at your entire reality, your entire life from 4 different categories, and how to bring them all up and update them with the new awareness that you have, feeling into through your body and through your emotions and your divine aligned mind and divine will. What is aligned now? What is no longer aligned? How are we to move forward, right? How do we bring this all into a much higher and beautiful and of integrity level of consciousness? So that activation is gifted and it is available for you. It's on the Mystery School. You just have to sign up and get into the process there. So we do offer self-guided or independent processes for you as a gift for free for those that is highest aligned. If you are wanting to go deeper and could use the support and the reflection, then I am actually offering a special of $111 off of a exit strategy quantum realm or quantum soul retrieval session. So this is a special I'm offering, $111 off. If you book today at the time of this broadcast, January 20th, between today the 20th and the 25th of January, I am offering that special to support you. There is more information about my sessions and how we enter the quantum entanglement state together. It's a frequency that we build in consciousness. We also call it the oracle state, right? So it's a very specific process that I teach you how to also access this frequency of consciousness within yourself. And it can be really supportive to assist you with a laser-like precision to see through and provide and bring forth all of the solutions within yourself to move forward, right? To resolve, to create new, to just have a lot of reflection and feedback on the soul contracts, supporting you through that process. So that is available. Check the description box below. Our next live members webinar is a group session. So we're also going to be doing soul contract renewal, soul retrieval processes, all from quantum energetic tools in this group webinar session. This is going to be January 28th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is available in the members portal, also in the description box below. In addition to everything we've been saying, well, when we talk about soul contracts and everything, the ego deaths, all these things that are up for a review, there's a lot of emotional processing with this, right? And we're deprogramming. When we talk about belief systems and all of these different error codes that we were creating, a lot of them were inherited, a lot of them are social imprinting, a lot of them are just trained behaviors, autonomic responses that are hardwired into our nervous system and into the subconscious, which was our self-preservation in the old world, in the old paradigm. And that reality doesn't exist. So now it's time to allow all of those to be unearthed from our subconscious. And the space weather, the photonic light, the Schumann resonance, the solar flares are all facilitating this process. So we talk about the subconscious and transpersonal psychology a lot on this channel. It will be very supportive for you if you just make a note to start paying attention to the space weather every week. Solarham.com is an amazing resource for you. So you can start to see, all right, what's the KP index? That has to do with the Schumann resonance. And that's the Schumann resonance is the heartbeat of the planet herself in response to how she is absorbing all of those waves of light that are coming in the photonic light streams from the photon belt itself, from Solaris, our sun, as well. So we are in the middle, right? And we're being rained down all of these frequencies to assist us, electromagnetic, all of the triggers and the buttons being pushed. And then Gaia is also having a reverberation that's going through us in response. So we are caught between, if you imagine, two giant speakers, and there's all of these waves of sound or waves of energy flowing through us back and forth. This is all to support our evolution of consciousness. So just know, if you are watching yourself go through emotional ping-ponging like you have never experienced in your life, you're like, all right, am I just going completely schizo here? Oh my gosh, one minute I'm crying and I'm raging, the next minute I'm laughing hysterically at reality. It's almost like being on mushrooms, honestly. It's almost like a psychedelic experience. Just know that all of us are going through this. This is a very intense process to continue to clarify our beingness. This is also part of the crystalline consciousness experience. So we are releasing a lot from our bodies, the density of our bodies, also the DNA and the AKASH. So there could be ancestral clearing coming up yet again, right? We always come back to that one in the DNA. So just know, if you're seeing yourself ping-ponging all across the board with your emotions and you're questioning your sanity, also seeing a lot of programs and hearing and remembering these stories and these experiences that were awful, allow yourself to just stay in that witness state and keep feeling. You got to feel it to heal it, right? So just know, yes, this can be so intense and so unceasingly, like non-stop. Like, oh my gosh, I was just fine 5 minutes ago. It took me all day to align myself into my place of peace, and then bam, I got triggered again. Just surf, just ride the waves, babe. Just have fun with the craziness that is the ascension process and the clearing process. Just know you're not alone. We are all in it. So each day, seeing, clearing the programs, allowing more that is coming out of the subconscious, we will be done when we are done. Just know that we're going through an entirely other accelerated phase of this, the end of January all the way into February, and then we'll get into that when we get into February, right? But each day you want to align with your higher self soul. You want to gift yourself your highest awareness, your highest consciousness, to be with that beautiful royal star person inside, right? Your soul unified, God consciousness. You want to gift yourself that alignment to start your day and keep coming back every time you fall off, and bring that presence forth in all, with all, everything that you do, right? Very, very powerful. A lot is not going to resonate anymore. And don't be alarmed by this. When we have a realm shift, when we are increasing our access, our vibrational frequency, we are also accessing different dimensions of consciousness. And some things you're just going to see or feel like, oh, I have zero interest in that. You know, last week we talked about the stark contrast that many of us are experiencing of like, you know, if this isn't aligned with my soul, if this isn't super sacred and beautiful and holistic and in service and of the new earth frequency where everyone is honored and taken into account, and we're looking at abundance and living from abundance, all these new earth codes. A lot of us are just like, if it's not of new earth, we couldn't give a damn. We are not interested anymore. So observe where this may be happening for you. If you're starting to experience or observe this, it's okay. Don't freak out. Allow yourself to feel everything in response to these shifts and changes happening inside. Do your shift realm activation that's here, your other alignment processes. Spend time out on Gaia and call forth the next timelines, the next opportunities that are aligned with what you see and what is the priority now. So yes, major faith and trust moments yet again. On the 25th, we have a very exciting, several actually, very exciting cosmic events going on. So on the 25th of January, the planet Uranus is changing position. Uranus is going direct. And when these massive outer planets move around, it creates very powerful and observable ripple effect throughout our entire galaxy, our bodies, our consciousness. So this is God consciousness. This is electricity. This is one of the planets of Aquarius. This is the divine genius, the innovation, flashes of insight. You could feel just lightning revelation of, oh my God, I've got to do this with my life, or oh my God, this amazing creative project I've got to, or look into this invention. Or so you may have these incredibly powerful flashes of insight. So you want to open yourself up to receive more from your connection, your God consciousness. This is also seismic activity. So whenever we have big stations, big movements with Uranus, you could observe seismic activity. We could be seeing earthquakes. We could also be seeing an increase in the volcanic reactivity. Beautiful Madame Pele on Big Island, where I'm from, at Kilauea, has been popping for a couple months again. So, you know, just keep your eyes out, just be aware. It's important to see how things happen all around us. Another thing is, as you are observing, like, oh my gosh, this is not working anymore, we've got to make some changes. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I can share is don't rush. And something may look perfect and you think, oh yeah, this is it, right? And you just really want the process to be over. You want to be done with it. And you're kind of trying to maybe push. Just understand how different the energy works now. Don't rush and don't push. Allow more information. Take your time with major decisions and different shifts. And if you're looking for solutions, Take your time. Here's a prime example. Over a month ago now, my Prius died, and I was so pissed because that car battery was only 3 years old, and the car batteries are supposed to last like 10 years. I was so angry, and yet I could feel every time I would think, oh, should I try this? Should I try that? No, just wait, just wait. So thankfully, we have a shared car. I've been able to use my parents' van to take my daughter to school, but it's been a long time of not having my own car. So there's been a lot with this. We talked about some of these themes when she first died, about I was placing a lot of freedom, like, oh, I could only get away, I could only be free if I can drive around. You know, I love driving, I love road trips. And finally the solution has come forth after looking at everything, trying everything, even putting her up for sale, doing all these explorations and all of this research, realizing, you know what, it makes more sense to pay to fix her than to try to get a new car. Because if you look at used cars right now, $9,000 for something with almost 200,000 miles on it or more, 15,000. It's like, whoa, getting into $30,000. I'm like, you know, I could buy the most incredible, like, bougie yurt for like $15,000. So that's how I look at it. I'm like, is it really worth it to buy a car for that? I don't really think so at this point, right? So finally today, the 20th of January, this has been 5 weeks of no car and looking at all these different things. How should we deal? I don't know. Looking at batteries, looking at doing a refurbished or a new hybrid battery. What should we do? Right? I had to go through so much. Now we finally have the solution and a very good deal, right? So just an example, take your time, even when it feels like, oh my God, we've got to move this, you know, like for instance, not having a car, right? So take your time, slow down, just slow it all down, breathe, and wait until you feel like, yes, here it is. Here's the solution. So you try, or you start investigating something and you're like, I'm not feeling it. You know, it feels like a closed door in my body. I'm not feeling the openness. See how your body spidey senses kick on for you to give you the biofeedback, the energetic feeling into turning on your higher senses, your higher faculties. So this goes beyond the mind again, where we're not thinking, but we're perceiving through the totality of your being and your whole body, reading the energy, right? So this is part of the new earth, how we function, you know, as a light being and as an energetic being, having a physical experience. So take your time, explore solutions, don't rush. Another wonderful event happening this week, starting on the 21st, going into the 25th, the Parade of Planets. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is this? So we have 7 planets. There's that 7. And we think about, okay, so this is the year 2025, which adds to a 9, and then 25 itself is a 7, right? So starting on the 21st and going into the 25th, we're going to have this beautiful parade of planets. This is a very magical alignment. Happens only once every 175 years. And as I was reflecting and marveling on how incredible this is, you know, there are so many amazing sci-fi movies and fantasy movies that talk about the conjunction of the planets. Any of my elder millennial or really cool people out there that know about the Dark Crystal, all of these different movies, they all had to do with these cosmic alignments of the planets and all these realm shifts. You know, the Dark Crystal in particular, very much a parallel to what we're going through right now. If you have not seen Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal, please watch it. It will be so activating for you on so many levels. As I was feeling into this and just really appreciating, like, oh my gosh, things are finally starting to happen. You know, it's been very hard to be patient, right, with so much, and just learning how to really run on empty, so to say, like really running on light, you know, with a wing and a prayer. Here we have this incredible alignment. So this alignment actually is going through to February. So we're going to have this beautiful alignment going on for some time, which is pretty amazing. So we have here the planets Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. You can see all those with the naked eye. And then you have Uranus and Neptune requiring binoculars. All 7 of those planets are going to be in alignment. So it's happening. It's starting now. The energy is starting now. It's going to be this amazing cosmic reset, this amazing gateway. Yet again, we have consistent gateways going on. How amazing that the energetic is opening up with the amazing alignment with Pluto and the Sun in Aquarius on the 21st. So it's like, here we go, plugging into an entirely new level of access. And it's just going to be mind-blowing. Such an incredible time to be here on the planet. So as I was feeling into the profundity of this and just feeling so thankful for such a divine cosmic event to happen for all of us to observe, and I highly recommend, if you can get out there, go out, watch the night sky, get the app, the Star Watch apps on your phone, and show your kids. And if you can get into a dark place to see the alignment, do it. You can also watch it online. Take part in this, connect to these planets. The planets, as I work with them, are incredible different personalities and different master teachers and allies here for our evolution, and each one symbolizing different qualities and elementals and different octaves too, unconscious and conscious. And here they are lining up for us. And that number 7, one of my favorite numbers. So I was feeling into the numbers and I was like, oh, it's almost like a 777, if we look at 25. And I thought, well, with 2025, it's a 779. So I'm going to read to you one of my favorite sources for numerology from the angel number perspective. Highly recommend this beautiful woman and her daughters, very talented, very tuned in ladies, Joanne Sacred Scribes. Her website is sacredscribesangelnumbers.blogspot.com. So I'm going to read to you. This is angel number 779. Number 779 is a combination of the vibrations and energies of 7 and 9, with number 7 appearing twice, amplifying its influences. Number 7 is the number of inner knowing and understanding others, spiritual awakening, compassion for others, feelings and emotions, study, learning and education, deep contemplation, empathic and psychic abilities, dignity, and refinement. And number 9, now we're in a 9 year, right? Number 9 encourages setting a positive example, light workers and light working, philanthropy and humanitarianism, problem solving, generosity and benevolence, an expansive viewpoint, and endings and conclusions or completions. Number 9 also relates to the universal spiritual laws. Angel number 779 is a message from the spiritual realm to continue listening to your intuition and angelic guidance about your spiritual career, path, and life purpose. You have been living and leading your spiritual life with optimism and enthusiasm, and the angels wish to commend you on your work and commitment. Trust that you are fully living and serving your soul purpose and mission. Angel number 779 brings a message that your thoughts, visions, and intuitive feelings about your life's purpose are correct. You have been following divine guidance and putting your spiritual knowledge and wisdom into practice, and you are asked to continue shining your light for others to follow. Continue to serve others with compassion and open-hearted integrity. Maintain your dignity, devotion, empathy, and personal integrity. Allow for mistakes and embrace forgiveness. I thought that was just such a beautiful message. It feels very timely for us all. Remember to always ask your angels, ask your guides, right? Depending on where you are in your journey, you may be channeling these aspects through yourself. You may be unified with them and in the God consciousness state where all the gods and goddesses and angels and all these amazing ascended masters come through you automatically, right? You have embodied them. So everyone is in their own process and it's all perfect and fabulous because we always continue. We're always continuing to evolve. Lastly, we will wrap this up with some of the physical body sensations. You may have noticed starting on Sunday, the 19th, oh my gosh, I feel kind of like really electrified. I feel buzzing. I feel very overstimulated. It could show up as human. We would describe it as being a form of anxiety or nervous energy. We are accessing higher frequencies. There is a definite shift in the velocity of the surge of the energy pouring through. And it could be any number of things, all of what we've discussed today. It's also starting to really get in touch with your energy bodies and starting to get acquainted with the communication and the sensations of your light body. So welcome to light body. Could have buzzing, you could feel ungrounded or sensations of spinning or feeling electrified. There's a lot going on with the nervous system, and this will also affect your emotions, right? Irritability or nervousness or anxiety. So you want to continue to dive in. What is here? What's going on for me? Keep deepening the experience. Don't stop. Keep digging. Show me more. What is this? What's this about? What can I do to feel more balanced? What can I do to feel stabilized while feeling super electrified and bubbling? And I always call it like this effervescent sensation where all of a sudden you just feel like you're just made of champagne bubbles perhaps. And in the shifting realms activation, you will really get in touch with your energy, right? So it's all about starting to become more comfortable with yourself as an energetic being, having a physical experience, getting comfortable with the floating sensations and really feeling feeling the expansion of your energetic body. So you are still very much physical, but you have to be aware when you're moving around. Move with presence, move slowly, right? So you don't stub your toe or hit your head. Be very aware when you're driving and operating heavy machinery. So there are new ways of grounding and stabilizing yourself. So we're not denying these amazing expanded frequency sensations, but we're learning how to function in them. So we are stable, we are grounded and anchored in the present, in the now, while being really expanded and, perhaps feeling these sensations of levity and floating. Welcome to Lightbody. Welcome to the light being. So we have to learn how to stabilize in this new high dimensional energy. A great way is to go out onto the earth, walk around with Gaia, touch grass, as they say, touch your feet, and welcome in these amazing and fun and delightful, all of this new. It's like, wow, we are really entering an age of a sci-fi fantasy, amazing sacred space here. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been such an exciting week to explore together. I would love to work with you if you're really feeling called to a session for this support. We go really deep, prepare for about a year worth of material to go through in a very rapid deluge of information, right? This is the plasma stream that we work in. If you're looking to do all these things on your own, fabulous. We have all the materials here for you. If you have never explored your human design, I highly recommend downloading the gifted ebook that I have put together for you, Your True North Compass. This is a beautiful ebook gift called Your True North, and this is a compass manual to start to navigate with your different cosmic blueprints and your soul blueprints. And it's free. It's a gift for you to download on the Mystery School website. It's in the description box below, but I show you how to pull up your human design. That will greatly assist you as a blueprint of how to start to get more comfortable with navigating as an energetic being, getting more acquainted with your energetic architecture and working with these different vortexes and gates that are within your body. And always, all of these tools and resources that we share, this is just the foundation. This is just the launch point to start to help you to have a clear vision of yourself truly and authentically, right, as a beautiful soul here, and to launch yourself forward. And so all of these are not set in stone too. It's very important to say, we don't look at any of these systems with a dogmatic lens. They're all here to assist you to connect, and then eventually you do expand beyond these systems, right? But if you are looking for support to get a grip, the True North ebook may be very helpful to you. Also, I mentioned the Recode Your Reality burn ritual and the other resources that we have here, and also the members portal if you're wanting to do more deep investigations in all the different amazing classwork that we have and the live classes. I will see you later on this week. We will have a couple of lives on the channel, and I'm excited to continue to connect and support. Thank you so much for tuning in and wishing you an amazing week. Namaste.